Welcome students for this academic year. My name is John Mascarenas and I will be teaching you computers for this academic year. Due to this pandemic, we are unable to interact personally with each other. So kindly cooperate with us in this online method of teaching. This academic year, we will start with parts of the computers. So without any delay, we'll go through the online scenario and see the parts of the computer.
Welcome students. So today we will see what are the parts of the computers. Parts of the computers. So you must be knowing the parts of the computers, no? So we say computer is an electronic machine or a device. So what is this electronic machine? Can you see these small parts? Okay, these are electronically connected to each other. Look at my cursor, which is there in the center, which is having a round highlighter. Okay, so these are the parts of the computer. The first image is the parts of the computer, wherein there are transistors, there are MOSFETs, there are registers, they all connect with each other. They are all interlinked. Okay, this is the chipset wherein how they place it, and this is the power supply, this is the capacitors, they are all interconnected. That's why we say computer is an electronic device which works very fast and does not make a mistake. But remember one thing, if you make a mistake, computer will make a mistake. Like example, say suppose I give 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Okay, and I say but I type on the computer 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 5. So it is a mistake. So if you tell the computer 2 3s are 5, he will say it is 2 3s are 5. Understood? So if you do a mistake, computer will do a mistake. Remember that. But if you calculate it correctly, you can just give 2 steps. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Remaining millions of number he will calculate correctly. But if you say 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 3, then computer will make a mess. Remember that. Okay, so computer is an electronic machine which works very fast and does not make any mistakes. Okay, it can save documents, it allows you to play games, it performs so many functions in the background. So all these things are electronically interconnected. So that's why we say computer is an electronic device which works very fast. It does not make any mistakes. So these are electronically connected to each other. Then we'll see the parts of the computer. Everyone must be knowing what are these. Okay, this is a screen. This is a box, CPU box. This is a speaker. Some say this is a keyboard. Okay, this is a mouse. This is a UPS, a printer. Okay. So we'll see in detail each part of the computer. We started with the monitor. So what is a monitor? A monitor is a visual display unit, VDU. It's a visual display unit. Whatever you type, whatever you draw, whatever you play on the computer can be seen on the monitor. Basically it is said to be an output device. Okay, there are different types of monitors. You may wonder. Okay, the first one. Can you see this? The first one. Look at my cursor. This is called as a CRT monitor. What it is called? CRT monitor. What is the full form of CRT? Cathode ray tube. Okay. Earlier days we were using this monitor. Some students may have, some parents may have this computer still at their place, which is still working. No doubt. This is called as a CRT monitor. You may have a TV like this, a CRT TV, a big box TV. Those are called as CRT TVs. Okay. So cathode ray tube. Then we have LCD monitor. This is a down one. Look at my cursor. This is a LCD monitor. What is the full form of LCD? Liquid crystal display. Okay. So LCD is called as a liquid crystal display, which is already phased out, not available. Okay. Now LED monitors are available. Okay, which is at a very quite a reasonable price. Okay. So this is called as the LED monitor. LED is what? Liquid. LED is light emitting diode. Okay, which is very sharp. the brightness of the monitor is very sharp. Okay, that's why we say LED, light emitting diode. These are called as curve monitors. Okay, they have curve in shape, so these are called as curve monitors. This is called as 4K monitors, which is available recently in the market, which is very expensive, which is high resolution, very high resolution. The clarity of the monitor is super. Okay, so this is called as the 4K monitor, and now which will be after 4K will come 8K monitors, which is very high. The horizontal and vertical lines, there are millions of lines, so it will be very sharp. The picture will be very sharp. So 8K monitors are already come in the market, which is very expensive, very expensive. Even 4K monitors are very expensive. People don't buy it still. People go mostly for LED monitors. 4K monitors, by next year it will be, the price will drop, so then people will start buying, and then 4K and then 8K monitor. Okay, the new latest monitor which is available in the market is 8K monitor. So we have different types of monitor. This is CRT monitor, LCD monitor, LED monitor, curve monitor, 4K monitor, and 8K monitor. So different types of monitor. So basically a monitor is an output device. Whatever we type we can see in the screen. So basically it is called as virtual display unit. So after monitor we see this big box. What is this big box? Everybody says it's a CPU. I say it's not a CPU. It is a CPU box. Remember that. It is a CPU box and not a CPU. CPU is very small. You can put it in the pocket and go home. It's very small. This is called a CPU box, and the full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit. So we'll see what are the CPU. CPU, the brain of the computer. This is a CPU and not CPU box. The earlier one, this was a CPU box, and this is brain of the computer. You can put in the pocket. I'll put in my pocket and I'll bring it to you to show in the class when you come back to school. Okay, so in the market it's available Intel and AMD. Two types of CPUs are available in the market, Intel and AMD. These are the old type of CPU, Pentium 4, Pentium 3. All three types of CPUs I will show you in the class. So this is called as the brain of the computer. This is called as the CPU. Understood? And this dabba is called as CPU box. In the CPU box many things are there. There is a power supply, there is a motherboard, there is a fan, there is a hard disk, RAM. So many things are there. So everything is been placed in the CPU box. So what is there in the CPU box? See this. First thing, we have a motherboard. This is called as a motherboard, where all the electronic parts are there, small things. So all the parts are interconnected. And can you see my cursor? This is called as a CPU, where is the CPU slot is there. Okay, the CPU is being placed, and on this CPU, this fan. Can you see this fan with the heatsink? This will come on this. So both are called as motherboards with CPU. This is called as CD-ROM. Everybody must have known this, where you put a CD to play movies or videos or movies, whatever. This is called as a hard disk. Whatever you store information, like you drop it, you type a letter, you copy your file. Okay, everything saves in this drive. This is called as a hard disk. Okay, this is called as a hard disk. This is a temporary memory. This is RAM, random access memory. And this is a power supply. A CPU is which has a power supply. Without power supply it won't start. See, suppose I have electricity at home. Without electricity, can tubelet will work? No. Without inverter, tubelet will work? No. You require a supply. Okay, this is called as a supply for the CPU box. Then we go for keyboard. Everybody knows this keyboard. Whatever we type, we can see on the keyboard. Okay, this is a numeric pad. Can you see these numbers like a calculator? This is called a numeric pad. This is a keyboard. What this is called as a keyboard. And can you see this on buttons on top? This is called a multimedia keyboard. The extra features are there, where you can mute mic, where you can mute your speaker, where you can increase your volume. Most of the keyboards have these features. Okay, so that is called as multimedia keyboard. Then we have mouse. Okay, not the mouse which the rat catches. Okay, this is a computer mouse, wherein we have three buttons: left, right, and a scroll. Okay, a mouse which has a left, right, and a scroll. Basically, it is a pointing device. We use mouse to click anything. Like example, I want to open Paint. I click on MS Paint. I want to start the computer. I use mouse. I want to shut down the computer. I use mouse. So basically, it is a pointing device. Then we have UPS, uninterrupted power supply. Okay, UPS. The full form of UPS is uninterrupted power supply. Example, you have an inverter at home. Many students must be having inverter at home. Correct? So when the light goes on, you come to know? No, you don't come to know because you are sleeping. You are there studying, fans are on, tubelights are on, but the current is gone. So it is called as uninterrupted power supply. And what is interrupted power supply? Now in the SFX school we have a big generator. Everybody has seen the generator? Yes. So what happens when the light goes? It comes on automatically? No. When the light goes on, when the light goes off, so what does the peon does? The peon runs, okay, and he puts off whatever the meter and he put on the generator, and then the current comes. So that is called as interrupted power supply. And uninterrupted means you don't know whether the current is gone or come. So that is called an uninterrupted. You are not interrupted. Okay, and interrupted means you are sweating, you know, the current is gone, and where the peons are gone, God knows to put on the generator. Okay, they go, they put on the generator. That is called as interrupted power supply. Don't get mixed up with interrupted power supply, uninterrupted power supply. Uninterrupted power supply are UPS, inverters. They are called as uninterrupted power supply. Generators are called as interrupted power supply, wherein you have to go personally once the current goes and put on. Those are called as interrupted power supply. Then we have mic. Whatever you speak can be seen on the, can be heard on the speakers. You know, you can record your voice. So these are called as mic. Then we have speakers. Everybody knows speakers. What is the use of speakers? I don't need to tell you. Okay, you can play music, you can play games, you know, anything. You can use headphones. Okay, what else? Speakers. Then we have a printer and a scanner. Everybody knows. No need to tell you everything. Okay, printer. What does the printer does? What does the printer do? You can print out your documents. Say suppose you have drawn nice drawing and I want to print out and I want to show it to my dad. You can print it out. So suppose I want to do a nice assignment on the computer. You can do a nice assignment on the computer. You can take a printout and you can show it to your teacher. And what is a scanner? We can scan. Say suppose I bring somebody's notebook. I want to Xerox it and give it fast. So I can scan it. I can scan it, save it on the computer, take a printout. You know, that is called as a scanner. Scanning. You can scan documents. You can scan pictures and save it on your computer. And what is this webcam? Webcam is basically used to chat. Okay, video calls. Like example, a selfie. So basically, it's called a webcam. Okay, webcam is used for Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook, you know, Google. You can see each other and speak. That is called as webcam. Even now I am using webcam to record this video. Understood, students? What are the parts of the computer? Okay, that's it in this video. Go through the video again and again and understand the parts of the computer. Stay home, stay safe. See you in the next video. Thank you, students.